class breakdown.
Thank you.
Fidel, is this where Dr. Stout sitting? Okay, well, good answer. Good answer. No, Fidel, let me just say something. We're going to take a picture of the committee. It's 10 years. We need to do it now because we never get a picture. Just me, you, Ken, Peggy. Yeah.
Grab
I'll tell
grab
Shannon.
Shannon.
I do the most for the speaker. Yeah, I just right now. At the end, you won't get a chance.
Testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, good morning. Gentlemen, gentlemen, good morning. Hello, hello. Good morning. We are going to be starting in about 2 minutes. I just got to take a few more pictures and then we'll get started. All right? Say what? All right. 2 minutes.
You're gonna get one. Okay, how you doing? Good morning. Good. All right, what's up? Can I borrow this agenda? Sure. Can you take that?
I have my own. Go ahead.
Thank you.
All right, I'm getting ready to get started, sir. Is that good with you? All right, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Can I have everyone's attention, attention. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Come on, you can say good morning back to me. Good morning. All right. Good morning. Welcome to our 10th Minority Male Initiative Conference. Give it up, 10 years. I want to thank everyone for coming out. We've been doing this for 10 years, and it has continued to be a success. And so I am very appreciative for all of our sponsors, all of those that have participated and been a part of what we're doing. And I'm glad to see the change that I believe that we are making in the lives of young people. So after 10 years, you have to think about whether or not you're meeting your goal or your purpose. So I just want to share with you what I believe the purpose or the goal of doing this sort of thing. And that is decisions. I have 3 girls now, part of the reason why I'm late today. I'm a girl dad, and my oldest is 14. And the older my kids get, the less they need me. And I realize I'm not always going to be around with them. And so the best thing I can give them is the ability to make good decisions. And so you are going to hear from a lot of folks talking about a lot of opportunities that are available to you. And what I would say to you is there are moments in life when you can either go left or you can go right. That decision is yours. And my hope is during this time that you would make good decisions. If you leave out of this conference today making good decisions, then I feel like we've done our job. There are folks here, there are companies here that have opportunities for you for employment, careers, and all I want you to do is to pay attention and listen. Because 20 years from now, you'll look back on this day and you had a decision to make. And the question is, did you make the right decision? So I want you to lend us your attention for these next few moments. I am eternally grateful for you all being here. But you're not kids anymore. You're young men that are going to have to make good decisions. And so take this opportunity to make good decisions. That's my spiel. But I wanted to say that to you because I love you. I once sat in your seat, and I want to see all of you make good decisions. As we get started, what I want to do is I want to start by bringing up the president of this college, who saw fit to allow something like this to continue for the duration of time that we've done it. I've known him, I guess, since I started here almost 20 years ago. And I appreciate the opportunity that he gives us to have this moment in time. So if you would join me by welcoming the president of this college, Dr. David Stout.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. Welcome to Brookdale. Welcome to Brookdale Community College. How many of you, is this your first time here on campus? Right. Welcome to Brookdale. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. You know, Brookdale is a very special place. You may know that Brookdale has been named the #1 community college in the state of New Jersey. We're also within the top 3% of all community colleges in the nation. And part of that has to do with the love and the care and the compassion that our employees have for our students. It's not necessarily that we are better than everybody else in every way, but it's because of our employees here at Brookdale that we make every single person here at Brookdale know that you belong here. So I want to extend that to you. Thank you so much for showing up. You passed the very first test. You showed up. But there's a Chinese, ancient Chinese saying, the man who stands on top of a mountain waiting for a goose to fly into his mouth will starve to death. All right? So just showing up, just being here isn't enough. What you have to do is to take action, right? So I want to give all the kudos in the world to the committee that puts this program together under the leadership of Dr. Wilson. 10 years, that's thousands of lives that you have touched. So thank you so much to the committee that puts this together. It's hard to believe, and I have to reminisce here for a minute, but your first baby was 4 years old when this first started, right? Now your baby's a teenager, right? You have become a doctor since then, right? So through all these years, there have been so many incredible changes that have happened, and under your leadership, this program has grown and grown and grown continuously. First year, how many people were here? 40 people. Today, there are over 260 people, 260 students in the room. So thank you to all of you students who chose to come here. Please know that Brookdale has something for everybody. We have over 70 academic programs, different pathways for you to go through. While you're here on campus, you might want to check out our brand new esports arena, which is downstairs. We have a cybersecurity program that we just built a new building, a wellness center on campus. A lot of growth is happening here. And just please know that you belong here. I want to give a shout out first, before I thank some of our sponsors, to the teachers, to the administrators, to everyone at your school who made sure that you could be here today and who accompanied you here. So please give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. To all of the sponsors, to the Community College Opportunity Grant. I see some of our folks from the Community College Opportunity Grant. You'll hear a little bit more about that later. New Jersey Natural Gas, First Energy, Brookdale's EOF program, Two River Theater, and Kean University. I also want to thank Dr. Rodriguez from Kean University, who's going to speak with us in a little while about the partnership opportunity that exists here between Brookdale and Kean. Thank you so much, Dr. Rodriguez, for your sponsorship of our keynote speaker. And I want to also thank our keynote speaker, Dr. Jean. You're here for an amazing treat in hearing Dr. Jean. So thank you, Dr. Jean, for being here. Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez, for your sponsorship. Also for our university partners, we have Rutgers in the back, and our Georgian Court, and Kean is here as well. So thank you to our university partners who are in the room. And lastly, I just wanted to say thank you to the Monmouth Ocean Penn Hellenic Council for your partnership throughout these 10 years. Thank you so much for your partnership and your sponsorship, and to everyone who is on the committee that puts this together. So before I turn this over to Dr. Wilson, let's give that committee a round of applause for 10 years of putting this together. Have an amazing day, Dr. Wilson.
Thank you, Dr. Stout. All right, so I have the pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker. I want to say this because beyond the bio, I know him personally. I met him years ago as a young professional, and I remember, I was kind of a knucklehead kind of a deal. And when I met him, he was focused. And I think when I met him, I'm pretty sure when I met him, he was already a doctor. And it impressed me. I had never met someone that was cool and smart at the same time. And so he encouraged me to become a doctor. And along my journey of painstaking writing and studying, he encouraged me all the time. You can be a doctor too. And so one day I finished my doctorate degree and I couldn't wait to tell him I'm a doctor. And a large part of me being a doctor is because of this gentleman here. I'm going to read a little bit about his bio, but this is Nothing compared to the things that he has done. Dr. Daniel Jean was raised in abject poverty. I believe you're from Newark, right? Newark, New Jersey in the house. All right. Raised in abject poverty, who rose from a 1.9 GPA to become an author, consultant, motivational speaker, swagger trainer, playwright, poet. He has featured in LA Times, NewJersey.com, Black Enterprise, Ebony Magazine, I can't pronounce this, the Heichner Report, and diverse issues in higher education. He is the CEO of World Travels, LLC, a consulting, edutainment, and empowerment agency providing services in undergraduate and grad scholar recruitment, retention, graduation, anti-racist and equity initiatives, strategic planning, value identity development, professional growth planning, outcome formation, and performance enhancement. He is the founder of Finished, Who Got Next, which is a resource, a community over 23,000 doctors and future doctors, has presented over 700 seminars and keynotes for several higher education and professional associations, including NASPA, ACPA, CSRDE, NCORE, APLU, and NACADA. He has also shared his expertise at MIT, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, University of Louisiana, University of Lafayette, Baruch College, the Fashion Institute of Technology. There's so many colleges here. The Fashion Institute of Technology, Northwestern University, University of South Florida, Western Kentucky. All right, I'm gonna speed this up because there's just too many. As a college administrator at Montclair University, his retention initiatives have resulted in a 91.9 increase in first-year retention rate and 61% increase in four-year graduation rate of so-called special admit populations. He has taught undergrad and grad courses. He has a mentorship. He is chair and founder of the 3 statewide College Access Awareness Conferences, Richard Wilson, Jason James Mentorship Program. His most recent play, Till Death Do Us Part, ran off Broadway. I had no idea. And in New York City in sold out shows. He is the author of 3 books. His latest publication, I Am, I Will, is an action-based interactive framework designed for the reader to proclaim their identity and declare desired outcomes in the present and develop time-reference action plans for the future. Dr. Jean serves on the board of 3 Doctors Foundation and has received several accolades for his work, include citations from the New Jersey and New York legislature, Educator of the Year from Zeta Phi Beta Incorporated and Uprising Scholars, the ACPA Educational Excellence Erica Holloman Award, and the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award from the African American and New Jersey Chamber of Commerce. He has a goal to directly assist 100,000 future graduates and deliver 1,000 seminars and keynotes before he retires. You're well on your way. And this was the short bio. So, after saying all of that, that's a long way of saying he's kind of a big deal, right? So if you would join me welcoming our keynote speaker, Dr. Daniel Jean.
So I have one message with 2 different ways to deliver the message. One message with 2 different delivery methods, and I'm going to allow you all to choose your adventure. Would you prefer the warm and fuzzy version of my presentation? Or should I keep it absolutely real? By a show of hands, because there's always at least one, y'all. It's always at least one. By a show of hands, how many of y'all prefer the warm and fuzzy version of my presentation? There's always one. There's always one. Oh, y'all different out here, Dr. Wilson. Raise your hands if you prefer that I keep it absolutely real. Awesome. We're on the same page. So, Dr. Stout, Dr. Wilson, educator, Dr. Mattis. This might get a little rowdy, all right, but we're going to allow them to vent and share their truth. The last 4 years have been blank, scholars. Hold tight, hold tight. Since February 2020, when the pandemic hit, we had highs, we had lows. If you had one word, educators too, to describe the last 4 years, complete this sentence. Turn to the person next to you and complete this sentence. You can insert whatever word you choose. And again, I apologize, Dr. Stout. The last 4 years have been blank. And insightful. The last 4 years have been, you can say it, bro. The last 4 years, interesting. The last 4 years have been blank. Hard. Interesting. What else? Is this a visual representation of how you may have felt over the past 4 years? Yeah? Ultimately, you continued on that road to graduation, so please give yourselves a round of applause. So as you continue on that road to graduation, we want to do a quick roll call to see who's in the room. And if you see what you represent on the screen, you make some noise. Very simple. We'll start here. Is Neptune High School in the house? Oh, I love it. That's a beautiful beginning. What about Asbury Park? The bus came late. All right. What about here? Long Branch. I heard Long Branch. I'm in Long Branch every summer. That's all y'all got for me? Red Bank. Red Bank. I appreciate you, bro. Ocean Township. We might have a Neptune Ocean Township battle later on. I always say this word wrong. If I say it wrong, y'all gotta help me out. Monapolin? Help me out, bro. Help me out. Somebody help me out. Manalapan. Manalapan High School. Make some noise. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. My bad. Matawan High School. Yeah, I like that. I like that. What about here? Academy Charter High School. Make some noise. Hands and feet. I appreciate that. Howell High School. Make some noise. Is Wall Township here? Delayed bus. Monmouth Regional High School. Is that what school just walked in? What school is this? Yo, can y'all make some noise for Asbury Park, y'all? So, 5 messages. My passion and my purpose is exactly what I'm doing right now. I work at Montclair State University, and my mission is to help you all achieve your personal and professional dreams. And we have a cover story on diverse issues in higher education as we speak. But the reality is I want to share the miseducation of Dr. Gene. Things I had to unlearn on my journey to get to the places I am right now. Believe it or not, I have 3 degrees, but I had a 1.9 GPA when I was in high school. And I'm going to share a few pages of my story. And if you can relate to my story, somebody said, damn. Who said damn when I said that? I think it was one of these tables. And I'm going to share a few pages of my story. And if you can relate to my story, you are not alone. My family moved over 12 times before I graduated from high school. We were actually homeless at one time and had to move in with family members. So if you're experiencing any level of instability in your life right now, you are not alone. Grew up in Newark, New Jersey, random violence. Lost my father when I was 13 years old. Lost several loved ones to COVID. I had vivid memories of me on South Orange Avenue as a teen, and there's a grown man chasing me with a machete, and I'm running and screaming for my life. If you're suffering from the loss of loved one or loved ones and random violence, you are not alone. So-called teachers in the schools that I went to that didn't motivate me on any level. I actually had a teacher tell me I'd be dead before I turned 25, bro. If you've ever been in the presence of so-called educators, you are not alone. I have alcoholics in my family, fiends in my family, drug dealers in my family. If alcohol or any other drug has impacted your life in any form or fashion, You are not alone. I stand on the shoulder of Haitian immigrants who came to this country for the American dream and running water. Couldn't speak English, but knew that education was the passport for me to achieve all of my personal and professional dreams. If you plan to improve your family legacy, whatever that legacy is, you are not alone. I remember when I was y'all age, it wasn't cool to be smart. I used to tuck my intelligence. I used to tuck my creativity. If you're dumbing it down for the people around you or don't want to show your brilliance or your uniqueness, you are not alone. So I have 5 messages to share with y'all. I will not be long. The 5th message is we make no excuses. No one is coming to save you. You are going to make decisions, as Dr. Wilson said earlier, that are going to determine whether you play on team success or team failure. And these are the pages of my story. If you are feeling scared at any point in your life, depressive thoughts, unhealthy choices, anxiety, or fear, I'm on my 49th and 50th chapter. You are not alone if you are experiencing any of these items, because I'm 49 and I'm still experiencing these things to this day. But ultimately, we're going to share the tips and the strategy and the resources to make sure you achieve all of your personal and professional dreams. And the reality is this: you might have had drama and trauma in your life. That's in the memories. That's your past. Worried about the future. That's your imagination. It hasn't happened yet. All you have is the power of now. And your decisions you make today will determine your tomorrow. Message number 5, we make no excuses. Message number 4 is my favorite: avoiding weapons of mass distraction. I repeat, avoiding weapons of mass distraction. I see about 200 plus scholars in this room, but who are you online and how much time are you spending online? If you pulled out your phone right now, how many hours a day are you on your phone? 5 hours? 10 hours? 15 hours? What is your greatest distraction? Is it the person in the mirror? Snapchat, TikTok? Have you ever pulled out your phone, said you're going to be on it for 2 minutes, bro, and it's 2 hours later, and you haven't accomplished one damn thing? If you have, bro, you are not alone. Turn to the person next to you, share what you believe is your greatest distraction, and what is the solution for that distraction? 60 seconds. What is your greatest distraction? Greatest distraction. Do we have the handheld, Dr. Wilson? Dr. Wilson, do we have the handheld? What is your greatest distraction? What is your greatest distraction?
Just tell me where to go. Just tell me where to go.
All right, folks. Do we have any brave souls that want to share what their greatest distraction is and a possible solution? Any brave souls? I see a hand over here. Can you rise if you're able? Rise if you're able. Can we show the scholar some love, please?
Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Testing, testing.
Can you project? Can you speak up?
Testing, testing. Oh, there.
Hey guys, my name is Deontay Perkins. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but a distraction is my phone.
Hold on. Raise your hand if your phone is your distraction at any point. All right, please help us.
My distraction is my phone, and it's social media. And like, social media is like a bad space for me. So like, sometimes I'll like on my own, I'll delete it or something, or even put my phone up. Take the time on my day to like exercise or like think about positive things and just like stay away from negativity as much as possible, you know.
Okay, give this scholar some love. And because he was the first to volunteer, he gets a copy of my book with money inside the book. It's not a lot, bro, but you know, maybe some candy, Chick-fil-A perhaps.
Do you want another volunteer, Dr. G?
Pardon me. Do we have any other brave souls right here? Could we show this scholar some love, please? Show this scholar some love. Got a lot of love in the house, bro. Please share your name, your school, your distraction, and solution.
All right.
Hold up, one mic.
Is the mic working? All right. What's up, y'all? I'm Static. I go by Static, but like my real name is Tyleek. I go to Ocean Township High School, and I feel like a distraction for me is sometimes females.
All right, hold on. Quick poll. Raise your hand if you agree with him as for the distraction. You are not alone. Please continue and please choose your words carefully.
All right, I will. I got you. So my solution.
One mic.
My solution to the distraction with females is to chase my money. Money.
All right, give it up for this dream chaser, y'all. And look, there's no money in this book, this gift I'm going to give you, but it's understanding how to build black generational wealth. One more time for this scholar, y'all. So, the idea behind avoiding weapons of mass distraction is, are you going to live your dreams or watch somebody else live theirs? Are you going to know everything about LeBron's stats, or are you going to build your own stats? Are you going to focus on somebody else's highlights or focus on your own? Using your phone as a tool and not a toy. Elevation over entertainment. Avoiding weapons of mass distraction. Dr. Wilson touched on this before. Number 3, the power of choice. And I wanted y'all to move around. It's a little tight in here, so we'll just do hands. I'm going to put some choices on the screen, and I'm going to take quick polls to get your opinion on these choices, all right? We're going to start light, then we're going to amp it up. We'll start here. Team iPhone, Team Droid, Team both, Team neither. Team iPhone, Team Droid, Team both, Team neither. By a show of hands, it always gets a little rowdy with the Apple users. Raise your hand if it's Team iPhone. All right. Hands down. Raise your hand if it's Team Droid. So you see the Apple users. Raise your hand if it's both. Raise your hand if it's neither. All right, let's go here. Does everybody in the room know what these are? Do I need a guide at the bottom for some of y'all? Raise your hand if it's TikTok. Oh, wow. Hold on. Very interesting. Hold on. Raise your hand if it's TikTok. Awesome. This is for my own research. Raise your hand if it's IG. Oh, wow. Raise your hand if it's both. Raise your hand if it's neither. Are you using your screens, whatever those screens are, laptop, iPad, phone, as a tool or a toy primarily? Raise your hand if you're using your screens primarily as a tool. Keep it real. Raise your hand if you're using the screens primarily as a toy. All right, we got to skip through some of these. Skip. All right, hold on. All right, real quick. This is for my own edification, y'all. This has nothing to do with y'all empowerment. It's all about me. I got 2 young boys. I'm curious. If you are extremely hungry, lunch is about to be served. Would you prefer pizza or salad? Raise your hand if it's pizza. All right, raise your hand if it's salad. It's like the educators and like 3 scholars. All right, hold on. One more topic that is about me, not about you, but I'm very curious. This was if you were hungry. If you were very, very hungry, would you prefer fast food or a home-cooked meal? Whatever you prepare, family members prepare. I'm just curious. So raise your hands. Hold tight. Raise your hand if it's a home-cooked meal. Hold on, one mic. Raise your hand if it's fast food. That's not the whole room, y'all. Raise your hand if it's home cooked meal. Raise your hand if it's fast food. The president mentioned the e-game arena that they have here. Raise your hand if you prefer physical activity over e-gaming. Raise your hand if it's physical activity is your preference. All right, hands down. Raise your hand if it's e-gaming. All right, we're gonna have to skip through a few of these. All right, skip. All right, are you I know you're all on a high school or college schedule, but are you a night scholar or a morning scholar? And let me define it. You wake up in the morning, no stimulants, ready to go, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., ready. You don't need an alarm clock. You don't need anyone to wake you up. If you're a night scholar, if I reach you at 10 p.m., it's like I'm reaching you at 10 a.m. And last time I did it, somebody said, no, I'm an afternoon scholar. That's not an option. Raise your hand if you're a morning scholar. Your brain is sharp, ready to go. Raise your hand if you're a night scholar. Raise your hand if you're both. I actually think I'm both. Raise your hand if you're neither. All right, we got to skip. We got to skip this. We got to skip this. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go, bro. I can't be here all day. Go back. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. And my 14-year-old son made these choices. To the educators in the room, do y'all have any idea who these people are? Educators, no idea. I barely know them as well. All right, one mic. Raise your hand if it's Ice Spice. Y'all don't gotta stand up, bro, just a hand. You don't gotta stand up. Raise your hand if it's Nicki Minaj. Raise your hand if it's both. Raise your hand if it's neither. Educators, raise your hand if you have no idea who these two people are. All right, do I skip this one? I gotta do this one too or no? Skip. All right, one mic. Can I skip it? Raise your hand if it's Lil Baby. Raise your hand if it's Drake. 15 years strong, bro. Raise your hand if it's both. Raise your hand if it's neither. All right, more important, let's unpack it a little bit. Rap music. Is it a friend or is it a foe? The messaging, the themes, does it empower you for greatness or does it impact you negatively? By a show of hands, raise your hand if you consider rap music, not hip hop, rap music specifically, if you consider it a friend. Are we keeping it real or not? Okay, raise your hand if you consider rap music a foe. Yo, that's like 10 people in the room. Let's do it again. Raise your hand if you consider rap music a friend. Raise your hand if you consider rap music a foe. Raise your hand if you consider it both. Mostly both? Okay. Let's go here. Your inner voice. Believe it or not, you talk to yourself more than anybody else. What is that inner voice telling you? That you won't be able to graduate from college? It's a lie. That you won't become that doctor, that lawyer, that accountant? It's a lie. Most dreams die here. How many of you have these two voices in your head? Raise your hand. We're keeping it real, right? You have a coach, and then that critic that's poking at your self-esteem, telling you that you won't be able to achieve your personal and professional dreams. Raise your hand if you have both voices in your head. You got to rewrite that narrative. And we're going to do an exercise later to give you an opportunity to rewrite that narrative in your head. All right, we'll skip this one. Skip. All right, career choice. Are you in it for the passion or the paycheck? This side, passion or the paycheck? Are you sure? This side, passion or the paycheck? All right, look, I'm going to show the next slide. I'm going to break it down in numerical terms. You cannot remix this slide. You have to make a decision on this next slide. You got to make a decision, bro, all right? Would you prefer to make $100 grand in a career that you hate, or less than half that amount in a career that you love? Hate? Hate, bro? This whole table hate? Oh, where's the microphone? Where's the microphone? Is there a mic here? Dr. Wilson, is there a mic? All right, real quick. One mic. Raise your hand if you prefer. We're keeping it real, right? Raise your hand if you prefer 100K for the hate educators. Y'all can participate too. Raise your hand if it's 100K for the hate. We're keeping it real. No judgment zone. Okay, raise your hand if it's 49K for the love. All right, do we have any brave souls that want to share their opinion and why they feel the way they feel? My man had his hand up. Your name, your high school, and why you feel the way you feel.
All right, man. Oh, it doesn't work.
One mic.
All right, I'm Rodley. I appreciate you guys for listening to me. I would do something I love just because, like, I already be, like, living below my means. So, like, I don't really, like, trip over, like, if I got to get, like, a new pair of shoes, like, the best jacket or whatever, like, I'll wear whatever can, like, get me by. So, like, 100 a week, to be honest, like, I can survive off of that. I can make it work.
100 a week?
It seems like a little bit. No. If I don't got to pay rent or nothing, you feel me? I go out and get food, make my own food at home. Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to order Chipotle and stuff. Like, I will, like, if I got it like that. But, like, I don't know. It's just me. Like, I don't really need that much. So, and I feel like that's what makes you more powerful than many people. Like, the man that needs the least. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you need so much, like, you need so much stuff, then, like, what are you gonna really settle for? Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you could settle for little and you could get more and, like, those extra stuff, like, it makes it more enjoyable in a way. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does. Show love. Bro, anyone else want to share that hasn't shared yet? Oh, my man with the tie right here. Can you rise to your feet if you're able? Your name, your high school, and share with us how you feel.
My name is Francisco Martinez.
One mic.
Freehold Borough High School, Francisco Martinez. I like what my man said here, but everyone always says if you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. You do something you love, it sucks the love out of it. You keep doing that for the rest of your life, it's just gonna, you just do it forever and ever. You just, definition of insanity. You're not gonna love it no more.
Okay. So you pick hate? What did you pick?
Hate, 100K.
Hate, 100K. All right, show love to the scholar. Who else wants to share? Real quick.
Pick something
rise to your feet if you're able. Hold on, y'all. One mic.
Jalen Lee, Mattawan Regional High School representing. But yeah, you definitely pick something you love. When you do something you love, it's something you care about, especially something you cared about since you were a young age. You learn to appreciate it every day. You learn to work towards it every day, and it don't feel like work. It don't feel like labor. And honestly, when you 100K don't mean nothing if you're not happy. How you gonna be have 100K and not be happy? Every day you waking up doing the same thing. You gotta go to something you appreciate. Go to something you want to work for. Go to something you're gonna be proud of every day. I settle for the 49K with love.
All right, love for him, love. We gotta move on. All right, y'all, pick one. Don't strain your eyes. Identical cap and gowns. A study conducted in 2010 said that half the folks that graduated from college were underemployed. meaning they weren't working in their field. They majored in this, but they didn't get a job or a career connected to that major. So ultimately, we're here today to help you identify your personal and professional dreams, and I'm going to share some few stories of folks who I know are living their dreams, and I want you to live yours. Naima, grew up with her in Newark, New Jersey. She's now a nurse in Chicago. Her sister, filmmaker. You may have seen her films on Hulu and HBO. Arain, entrepreneur, former mayor of Roselle. Valerie wrote this book, Uncolonized Latinas, to transform our mindsets in rising together. Engineer and inventor with multiple patents. Motivational speaker, spiritual movement, author, speaker. This young lady may have helped you with your weather in traffic this morning. Dr. Mills, school founder, founded a school in Patterson in the shadow of the project he grew up in and in the shadow of the jail downtown. Living his dream, and we want you all to live yours. You may have seen this young lady in multiple movies and series. Actress, living her dreams. John Paul Gonzalez, a scholar at my institution, delivered a motivational speech to the Giants when they beat the Patriots when they were undefeated, created a slogan called All In. Are you all in? Tiffany the Budgetnista has a documentary on Netflix about financial literacy and helped pass the bill to make financial literacy mandatory in the middle schools. Living her dreams, transforming the world, and we want you to do the same. Former mayor of East Orange, has his own law firm now in Central Jersey. Chef, radiologist. Ralph, who instead of wasting time on the internet, found scholarship to fund his entire college education. Michael B. Jordan, Newark, New Jersey. Shaq, entrepreneur, Newark, New Jersey. From Jersey, living their dreams, and we want you to live yours. And Dalvin, instead of wasting time on Facebook and Google, found paid internships. So that's him at the Facebook headquarters. That's him at the Google headquarters. He participated in the America Needs You mentorship program, which is a fascinating program. And that's him with a fuzzy koala bear when he studied abroad in Australia. Do we have any Brookdale scholars here? Current students, college students? Okay, awesome. I have this entrepreneurship book that he wrote, Guide to Gaining Entrepreneurship and Internships. So I'll give you this. If you want to come up, you can grab these books now, right? Give it up for this Brookdale scholar. This young lady had brain surgery, had to learn how to walk again and talk again. No excuses. And this young lady caught some felony charges early in her life, but eventually turned it around and earned her doctorate. And then my favorite story. This young man, I met a wrestler earlier. Where was that wrestler I met earlier? It's just those two. The wrestler I met earlier. He wanted to become a professional wrestler. Everybody laughed at him. We connected him with mentors and people who understood the business. If you Google Kenny Bengal right now, you'll see his fake wrestling persona. And he's a champion right now. You'll see where he's fighting next. Living his dreams, and we want you to live yours. And when we joked earlier about iPhone, Droid, it's really about your personal battery level. What is your personal battery level as it pertains to your personal dreams and aspirations? Are you fully charged? Are you partially charged? Or are you looking for an outlet? And ultimately, remember this. Every day the sun rises is an opportunity for reflection and an opportunity to do better. And Dr. Wilson said this earlier, every decision you make primarily will either help, heal, or harm you. So you must choose wisely as you move forward. And I'm talking from personal experience with my cousin who just came home from doing 26 years. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong crowd, and made some decisions that he's going to have to regret for the rest of his life. Help, heal, or harm you. Message number 3, the power of choice. Message number 2, team success or team failure. Team success or team failure. I had the privilege of going to high school with the 3 doctors of Newark. You may be familiar with their story. They wrote a book called The Pact. This is a mural that's painted of them on 16th Avenue and 18th Street. They grew up in single-parent households. They supported each other in high school. I witnessed it. They supported each other at Seton Hall University. They all went on to become doctors. They've been on Oprah's couch, New York Times bestseller, all types of documentaries. I'm part of their foundation now. They motivated me to become a doctor. They wrote this book called The Pact to make sure that you surround yourself with smart, like-minded individuals as it relates to your growth and elevation. So can everyone under the sound of my voice please rise to your feet? Everyone please rise to your feet. It's tight in here, but Form groups of 3 at the table that you're at. Groups of 3 or 4 at the tables that you're at. Form a pack. Quickly, form 3s or 4s, y'all. All right, first thing I need you to do with your pack. First thing I need you to do is share what you believe is your greatest strength. Share your greatest strength. 30 seconds total. Let's go. What is your greatest strength? All right, next item, next item. Follow my lead, y'all. We got to move quickly. Share what you believe is your work in progress, your weakness, if you will. What do you need to develop to become a better you? 45 seconds total. What do you need to work on to become a better you? $15 seconds. All right, folks, next item. We got to move quickly. Next item. What has been your greatest achievement thus far? Whatever that is. Straight A's in the 1st grade, track trophy in the 7th grade. What has been your greatest achievement thus far? 30 seconds. All right, we got to move quickly, quickly, quickly. Share with your teammates. 30 seconds, very quickly. Share with your teammates what you believe is your next power move. 30 seconds, next power move. The next thing I need you to do is to take a selfie with your pack. We got a 30-second selfie break. Take a selfie with your pack. Quickly, 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 quickly. Quickly. 30 seconds. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Quickly, quickly. Hold on, do that again, do that again, do that again, do that again. 15 seconds. Oh, get selfie break in there if you can. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. You're not in it, bro. Oh, there you go. All right, all right. Grab your seats, grab your seats. Grab your seats, grab your seats. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Team success or team failure. The 3 doctors, stories documented. This is their book. It's a great read. The picture next to the book is a picture of me with the Tar Heel t-shirt on. I'm smiling. Thank God I'm smiling. And these are my friends. We didn't form a pack in high school. They form a pack. They go on to become doctors. We don't form a pack. What do you think happens to my friends? The one with the red bucket hat got deported on drug charges. And my man with the paisley shirt, Amomin White, may he rest in power, got murdered shortly after high school. So when we talk about team success or team failure, who's in your fave 5? And if we're keeping it real, I don't care if it's your mother, your brother, your lover. Are they moving you towards team success or team failure? If you show me your friends, you're showing me your future. And I think Nipsey Hussle said it best. If your circle of friends don't inspire you, they are not a circle, they are a cage. I repeat, Nipsey Hussle said it best. If your circle of friends don't inspire you, y'all, it's not a circle, it's a cage. The last message is the title of my latest book, I Am, I Will. It's about who you are today, the identities you subscribe to, that you believe you are, not what society is telling you are, but you believe you are. And then the I will, what you plan to achieve personally or professionally 5 days from now, 5 weeks from now, 5 years from now. These icons, a little over 15 years, they didn't even exist. You could have never told somebody from my generation you would get in somebody's private car to go vacation in somebody's private home, right? Somebody had the foresight and the vision to create a new reality. And that's what we want you all to do as it relates to your goals and aspirations. It's the I am and the I will. It's the before and the after. This is my mentor, my mentee, former superintendent of Teaneck Public Schools. Said we would have a professional photo shoot once we all became doctors. It's the before and the after. These 3 young ladies wanted to become doctors. Yes, great. Form a pact. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's check in. The before and the after. This young man wanted to become a federal agent. Everybody laughed at him, said, you're not even from this country. How are you going to become a federal agent? He connected with a faculty member who understood the landscape. And now he's a Homeland firearm instructor. He's played ball with Obama in the White House, protected the Clintons in Europe. And then he showed me video of how they brought calm back to the Capitol in January 21 during the insurrection. Living his dreams, and we want you all to live yours. And this is one of my favorites. This is one of my scholars. When he graduated from college, we said, you are a future lawyer. We're going to give you all these accolades and these resources. You have the blueprint. And bang, this is him in Journal Square with the mayor of Jersey City opening up his law firm. It's the I am and the I will. It's the I am and the I will. This is my latest version of it. I am Danny Jean, champion for future graduates. I will deliver 1,000 seminars. I'm about 700 now. And I will directly impact 100,000 scholars. My father was a minister. This is my ministry. What is your I am and what is your I will? Can you pull out your phones, paper, write out your I am and your I will? Pull out your phones. Here's a sample. I am the first African American to earn a PhD in biomechanics at UDEL. I will not be the last. 5,000 retweets, 37,000 likes, using social media as a tool and not a toy. Elevation over entertainment. So what is your I am and what is your I will? You can put it in your memos. You can text it to a family member. What is your I am and what is your I will? Just take 90 seconds to write it out. What is your I am and what is your I will? Because anything you put after I am, no one can tell you that you are not. I am tired. I am excited. I am Latina. I am smart. I am brilliant. I am Haitian. I will be the first in my family to become an engineer. Short-term, long-term, personal or professional. It's the I am and the I will. And this is it, folks. This is it. This is simplifying life. Who are you and what do you plan to achieve? And making sure that you define who you are and not letting anyone outside define who you are. It's the I am and the I will. Who you are today and who you plan to become tomorrow. Do we have one brave soul that's willing to share their I am and their I will? Or can you come? I don't know if we have a mic for him, Dr. Wilson. Who is it? Did you get the money earlier? Yeah, I did. Okay, I don't have any more money for you, bro. It's the I am and the I will. Who you are today and who do you plan to become tomorrow? Please share.
I am an impactor, and I will get there, and I won't let nobody stop me. I don't care who you are, negativity. I've been through a lot in life, so I'm gonna take every opportunity I got, every chance I got to succeed, and I'm gonna just roll with it. I'm gonna keep it pushing, keep my head down, and keep my feelings true, be true to myself, be true to my peers and my family, and just be me overall, and keep sharing the love that I've been sharing.
What's the next step in keeping it pushing, as you say? What's the next step for you to make those things happen? Like, what do you have to do? What do you have to not do?
I'm gonna say things and just get it done right there. Stop
Okay.
talking about it. Stop overlooking it, looking at things that I can't do. I'm a fight for the things that I can do, and you know, like I said, just keep it pushing, fighting hard, like I've been doing.
Okay. Give it up for the scholar, please.
I am the man, the myth, the legend, David Anthony Binns. I will surpass all expectations and limitations.
All right, hold on. Why is that important to you? The man, the myth, the legend.
I feel like it's the best way to summarize, everything I've accomplished so far,
Okay.
Everything.
Okay. Come forward. I got a copy of my book for you. Give it up for the scholar, please. Hey, bro, it's no cash in it though. You okay with that? So these are the 5 messages. We make no excuses. Avoiding weapons of mass distraction. Understanding that inner voice before you make that next choice. Team success over team failure, and understand success is not final and failure is not fatal. Every day you wake up, that sun rises is an opportunity to do better. And then the I am and the I will. Who you are today and who you plan to become tomorrow. What questions do you have? Dr. Wilson, there's a hand here. I don't know if you can project. What questions do you have?
All right. One question I have, how did you accomplish all these things? What pushed you the most? Your number one motivation, what was it?
So it's interesting you say that. My number one motivation is my mother. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and the question was, who believes in you the most? Who impacted you the most? And I was getting emotional thinking about my mother. So my father died when I was 13, and she's raising 5 children on 16th Avenue in Newark. She couldn't speak English. It's not an easy feat.
I'm from Newark, too.
Well, what street?
I actually live right around the corner from you, not even gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, 16th Avenue?
I used to go to 13th Avenue School.
Okay, yeah, okay. West Side Park and all of that.
Yeah.
And when my father died, I was a straight A student, then things started to fall apart. And I got suspended. I remember my mother coming to school and basically picking me up so I can go home, be suspended for 3 days or what have you. And she said to me in Creole, your father just died, please don't do this to me. And I'm the youngest of 5. I started crying like a baby. My mother means a lot to me, and I always wanted to make her proud. I made a lot of mistakes thereafter, but I never forgot her sacrifice. They're coming to this country, can't even speak English, just for me to have a better life. So I stayed. These 5 messages, I didn't understand these 5 messages when I was younger. I was hanging around the wrong crowds. I was a follower. I was distracted. Once I got more laser focused on what I needed to do and didn't let anybody get in the way, kind of like what you described earlier, I haven't looked back since. I have a lot of talent, and I wanted to live all of my dreams. And I live by, it's a biblical verse, Ephesians 4:29, is to make sure that your words that you share are to build and not destroy. And those are the words that I live by. That's my mantra.
I like that. That's my mindset too. I have one more question. Do you do podcasts like your own?
You said, do I do podcasts?
Do you do podcasts like your own?
No, I don't. I'm not really into podcasting, but I do public speaking all over the country. I'm gonna be at Shepherd School this afternoon at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna be in Seattle in March. I'm gonna be in Hawaii presenting in May. So this is my ministry. Literally, I just want to educate and empower and edutain folks of all ages.
I like that.
And if I can be of any help to you, just @Words Travel is my IG handle and my Twitter handle, and Danny Jean is what I am on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Okay.
But thank you.
I wanted to say one thing to everybody. No matter how down you feel or how weak you feel, know up top that you're strong, and nobody can't take from you what you know up top. what you know up top is what you have. And the more you build from that, and stuff comes with that, money, friends, fake friends, all that stuff. So as long as you know what you know up top, nobody can never take that from me. And my brother is my inspiration because he told me that.
Awesome. One time for the scholar, y'all. Love, love, love. We have a question over here. I don't know how much time we have, but I see a hand over here.
Hello? Is that on or not? All right. I was just asking, like, what am I doing wrong for real? Cause like I'm gonna be honest, like I used listen, you're trying to make me laugh. Chill out. Because I used to be distracted. You know what I'm saying? I got a crazy testimony and stuff. Like I was doing a bunch of like stuff I shouldn't have been doing, and like now I've been like really locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like I wake up every morning, I work out, I run, like, and like I just finished my wrestling season. Like I wasn't even expecting to wrestle this year, and like I just been reading podcasts, like feeding my brain. Like my mind is always constantly like learning and running. And it's like I'm trying to do all these things, you know what I'm saying? I have all these ideas and everything that I'm trying to create and stuff. And like I got my own family be hating on me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not around people that like are really trying to push me. And like even at school or like where I be in certain places, like some people's minds, just not saying I'm better than nobody because I'm not. Everybody's capable, you feel me, of getting like, everything out here.
Correct.
It's just like I don't know, like, what am I supposed to do? I know success doesn't just come in money. Like, money's just paper from trees. They put a little ink on it. Like, people be trying to chase after it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, what am I supposed to do that shows that I'm actually making it? Because I feel like I'm doing so much, but I'm not really seeing it. Maybe other people might be seeing it, but, like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just trying to...
Yeah, well, what you described is, so for one, life is a journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
So you're working towards something, and the I Am I Will framework is to define exactly what you're working towards so you know whether you're there or not. Yeah. So you talked about wrestling earlier. I think I bumped into you earlier talking about Montclair and wrestling. Ultimately, for one, you should reach out to Kenny Bengal directly. He's a family member. He might be able to help you in terms of your wrestling aspirations. I don't know if you want to become a professional wrestler, but...
I mean, I don't know. It's whatever God's plan is, you know what I'm saying? And, like, not even that. Like, I be walking around my neighborhood and stuff. Like, I haven't got my car yet, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. Like, I'm not mad about that or nothing. But I be seeing people drive by in their Mercedes. They got their BMWs and stuff. I'm like, bro, where mine at? Like, I'm so serious, though. Like, I'm so serious, though, because, like, I'm not jealous or nothing. I don't care. But it's like... I'm like really trying to do this for real, and it's like, what? Like, what? I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it is.
Well, it goes back to a value system. Yeah. What do you value?
What I value? It's not the money, but it's just like me accomplishing the things that I say I'm gonna do. Like me, like this morning I woke up at 5 a.m. I be doing these workouts, and like there's this guy I talked to when I was struggling. I was going through a lot of stuff. Like he wouldn't even talk to me unless I did my workouts. You know what I'm saying? Or I did certain things. And me, like my mindset, like I think I'm the best. Like I don't care, even if I'm not the best. If you think you're better than me or whatever, I really don't care. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm always trying to. It could be delusional, it could be whatever, but like, it's just my mindset. But I'm just trying to figure out what career path and what is there for me that is God's plan that I can do. You know
so career path, and we'll move on after this. And then if you have any questions, you can follow up with me directly. Yeah. This is what I did because I'm literally all over the place. I'm an educator, playwright, ex-rapper, whatever. But ultimately, what I found out was that I wanted to edutain and empower in creative ways. That was the base. So what you all need to do is identify a purpose statement. What are you looking to achieve personally or professionally? And then connect paid and unpaid ways that you would achieve the goal. So if I'm an edutainer and I want to empower folks, I can do it as a mentor, unpaid, college administrator, paid, playwright, paid. So you have to identify what the base is. What are you looking to achieve? And then identify the different ways that you can achieve those goals. But that's a great question. Working out is a goal achieved. That's part of it too. It's not just the end goal. It's the journey, the pieces you have to do, the milestones you have to do to get to where you have to go. Yeah, so you have to, and the reality is you're either going to live with the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. You're going to have one or the other in life. You choose. So if you're doing discipline right now and it doesn't feel right, trust me, the discipline will pay off. And let's have a conversation afterwards. If I could be of any help to you, I will. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too. There's a hand right here. Dr. Wilson, let me know how much time we have. It's a hand right here and a hand there. We got 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. Where's the hand? I saw a hand there and I saw a hand over here.
All right, so I ain't gonna share a story or nothing because I know you gotta keep the time short. I just wanted to know, like, what's the lowest point, like, you think on your path to success? What's the lowest point in your life that you've been in? Like, how you get through that?
Alcohol poisoning. I was playing a drinking game in college, didn't know my drinking levels. I was Haitian, didn't have any freedom when I was in high school. Went to college and lost my mind. I don't even know how many shots of vodka I had, but I woke up with no clothes on and a catheter in me with an alcohol level that I can't even remember. I could have died. One of my friends literally carried me. If he didn't carry me or pick me up at the time, I wouldn't be here right now. And I remember that moment, and I said earlier, I made a lot of mistakes in my life, y'all. So it's a journey, not a destination. But I realized in that moment that I was playing around with something that was very precious, and it made me conscious of my decision making and the things I needed to do. My father was an alcoholic. My father used to give me alcohol when I was younger. So I was predisposed to some of it. Yeah. But that was one of those signature moments that made me reflect on my decision making, the power of choice, and I knew I would never put myself in that situation again. Then I want to educate and share my story so folks, when they get to college, can avoid those same mistakes.
Yeah, okay, I see. Like, you use your moment of weakness and turn it to power. I got
Absolutely. You either get wise or wounded.
Yeah. All right, I'm a...
Yeah. Great question. Thank you for that.
I got a question for you. What's up, bro? Do you think hard work can beat talent?
I think hard work and dedication and discipline is more important than talent. Absolutely. It's obviously a combination, but if you outwork, if you focus, if you really lock in, that's what I meant about discipline or regret. Life is going to have challenges. You could regret not going to the gym, or you could have the pain of the discipline when you go to the gym. It's going to be one or the other. So if you really lock in hard work, dedication, and focus, I guarantee you, and that's why I started with the 1.9 GPA. I wrote 3 books. I have a reading disorder. I can't even, when I open a book up, my eyes can touch every word on the page, and then I look up and I didn't retain any, I don't know if anybody can relate. My eyes touch every word on the page. I can read, I got to read in a quiet space, and I don't retain any of it. But I kept working on it and working on it because I knew that reading comprehension was going to help me get to where I'm at now. So hard work and dedication is literally the baseline to achieve all of your personal and professional dreams.
If you all would join me, let's give a hand to Dr. Gene. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I had a blast. Absolutely. I really appreciate all of you for the questions and for those that were bold enough to stand up and say something. We're going to move right along because we have a very tight schedule. I want to bring up to you one of our sponsors, major sponsors for this event, representing Kean University. This is Dr. Carlos Rodriguez from Kean University. Please give him a moment of your time.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. You all hear me? Buenos dias. Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad we had an opportunity for this amazing presentation. I'm buying tickets to his next event. Before I go on, I want to make sure that I acknowledge the leadership of our president here and Dr. Wilson. This is amazing. 10 years strong. This Minority Male Initiative is an initiative that is deeply important. It's something that's needed. I hope that I can go back and inspire my staff to do the great things that you all are doing here. So kudos to you. This morning, I want to spend a couple of minutes talking about a number. And I want you, the number sort of will make sense once I give it to you. That number is 1,440. You do me a favor? Will you repeat that number back to me? That's right. And I'm going to add an adjective to that number, the power of 1440. So you want to abbreviate it or you want to spell it out, 1,440 or the power of 1440. Anyone have any idea what that represents? Power of inspiration, I love it. It is inspirational because it talks about the essence of time. Every one of us, when we wake up, we're allotted the same amount of time. We begin with 1,440 minutes every single day. It's the fairest thing in the world, right? Especially in a world when we talk about inequities and things that are just not fair based on your gender, the way you look, the way you speak, where you came from. And here we are, being gifted the most equitable thing in this world, time. And what we do with that time is what we're talking about today. It is exactly what Dr. Jean talked about. We talked about the distractions or disruptions in your life. So, you know, sometimes we go 5 to 10 minutes, but very often we talk about going hours, and those hours turn into days, and those days can turn into weeks, and sometimes those weeks turn into years where we're just simply being ordinary, doing routine tasks like doing laundry and playing video games and being on social media and hanging out with our friends or just sleeping in late. I know, because I have 3 boys. 2 of them a little bit older now, but I've been through that. And that's the hardest thing to do, is make sure that they stayed on track, to make sure that they kept their focus, that there was something beyond high school, that there was something beyond that first year of school, of college. And that is the hardest thing that you all are going through right now. We talk about leadership, and I was excited about these remarks, and I kept thinking to myself, what message could I possibly give these young men? And I jogged my memory back many years ago and put myself in your position and thought about, what if I was the one sitting in your chairs? And to tell you the truth, I couldn't think about that. You know why? Because when I was your age, I wasn't coming to leadership conferences. I wasn't getting up in the morning and dressing up and feeling good about coming somewhere to think about my future. I thought I knew it all. I didn't have an army of people that said, get up, get on this bus, we're going to Brookdale Community College, we're going to talk about your future. I had one person, and thank God for that one person, but the flip side to that was that I thought I knew everything. And so I'm glad that I see you here today. I'm glad that I see you engaged and asking questions and thinking about, what is my next step? If it wasn't for that one person for me, I wouldn't be standing up here. By the time I was 19, I had already been down to the police station twice, and I got away the 3rd time. I know that you're better than that, and I know that the reason you're here today is because at your age, you had bigger dreams than I did. I lucked out. I was involved in sports, and so that sort of got me to that next step, and I sort of figured it out. That first semester in college was the biggest semester for me. I came home, and I was proud to show my mom my report card, or my grades. I had a 1.76, I believe, was my GPA. I was proud, and I know that sounds crazy. And the reason I thought I did all right was because I didn't think that I belonged on that college campus. I thought the only reason I was enrolled in that school was because I was a good athlete. And I thought in my mind that I was going to the Olympics. And I was like, you know what? The joke's on them. I'm going to be so good. I'll be here long enough to make it to the Olympics. And boy, was I wrong. I wasn't even the best guy on the team. So life has a funny way of sort of reminding you that you're better sometimes than what you initially think. At the table, this young lady and I, we talked about this. It's called imposter syndrome. Sometimes we don't believe that we're good enough. And I hope today that you're better than I was at that age. And I hope today that if you're not there yet, that you're on your way to being there. Don't wait as long as I did to believe in myself. You have an army of people here who are waiting to uplift you, to make sure that you're successful. I look around the room, and if you're anything like me, some of you will be first-gen students. Anyone have any idea what a first-gen student is? Young man? That's right, that's right. You would be the first one in your family to graduate from college. Not attend college, but to graduate. How many students in this room are first-gen students? Yep, that was me, you know. I had some family members who attempted to go to college and dropped out, and I was on my way to doing the same exact thing. Young brothers, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be hard out there being a first-gen student, because sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. When you arrive on this campus, or wherever you arrive, it might be this campus first, and then hopefully we'll see you out on the campus of Kean University. We would love nothing more than that. But I'm going to ask you to raise your hands, and I'm going to ask you to ask for that help, because pride is a hard thing to swallow. You know, I would think to myself, once again, because I knew everything, that I didn't need to ask for the help. I just needed to work harder. But if I don't know what I'm working hard for, it's really difficult to be successful. So please, if I can impart any message to you as you're getting ready to go to college, or if you're already in college and looking to transfer out down the road, please make sure that you knock on those doors. I know Dr. Jean here is, Dr. Wilson here would be a good resource on this campus. Stop in. We have a lot of events for first-gen students. We have a lot of support services for first-gen students. Let me get back to this issue of time. What was that number again? The power of 1440. In a month, well, let's go, in a week, you get over 10,000 minutes. In a month, you're going to get an allotment of 43,000 minutes, or over 43,000 minutes. And then if I fast forward into a year, you've got over 525,000 minutes. What are you doing with that time? I would dare to say that if I asked you, what did you do with that time 2 days ago, many of us would have a problem really identifying what we did minute to minute, or even hour to hour. I implore you to think about what Dr. Jean said, what his strategies were, what those disruptions were, because it'll really help you be successful and get to that next level. I also want to talk about the partnership that we have with Brookdale Community College. We have a great partnership where we are accepting students. We will give you a conditional acceptance. You'll have an opportunity to take some classes online or in person. And then once you complete your 60 credits, conditionally, you would be accepted into Kean University. I hope that you all will consider that as a great option for you. I know college is expensive. I've got 2 sons in college. In fact, it may be free in some instances if you qualify. You may go for free here, and when you get to Kean, it might be free tuition as well. Who likes free? Free sounds good to me, you know. So please make sure that you're tapping on the shoulders of your high school guidance counselors. If you're on campus already, make sure that you stop in and see Dr. Wilson. If you have any questions, you could actually reach out to us at Kean University as well. We'll be happy to make sure that we answer those questions, and we'd be happy to make sure that you're on your way, whether it's here or on our campus. Finally, let me say this. I'm going to close out because my time is short, and I want to exit gracefully and not have this mic pulled away from me. I talked a little bit, or this morning we talked about leadership, and I'm talking about leadership when I look out into the audience to tell you that I know I wouldn't be here at this when I was 17 or 18. I think sometimes we get caught up in what we talked about, the imposter syndrome. We think leaders are those people that stand up. Dr. Jean's a leader. Dr. Wilson's a leader. Dr. Carlos is a leader because they're talking to me. And I want to challenge that perception. I want you to know that you all are leaders just by the very fact that you are here this morning. Many of your friends may be asking you, why weren't you in high school today? Why weren't you in physics class? Why weren't you in English class? And they're going to find out that you are on this campus looking to better yourselves. I want you to start thinking like leaders. I want you to know that you are leaders. I want you to ask some really important questions this morning, questions that good leaders would ask. And so I'll share a quick story with you to sort of put this all in perspective. There was a man driving through Iowa, and his car falls into a ditch. And he sees a farmer, and he says, "Excuse me, you think you can help me pull this car out of the ditch?" And the farmer says, "Hey, I've got one horse, and it's going to take a team of stallions to pull that car out of that ditch. See, my horse's name is Dusty, and Dusty is old and blind. But I'll bring him over and I'll see what we can do. So the farmer brings Dusty over to the car. He hitches it to the car, and he takes out a whip and he slaps it into the air, and he says, "Pull, Sammy, pull." And Dusty doesn't move. And then he slaps the whip into the air a second time, and he says, "Pull, Charlie, pull." Dusty remains still. He snaps the whip a third time into the air, and he says, "Pull, Charlie, pull." And so you know what comes next, right? Dusty's not moving. He snaps it a fourth time into the air, and Dusty pulls that car out with one mighty tug. And the grateful man shakes the farmer's hand, and he says, "Thank you so much. But before I go, I have a question for you." And the farmer says, "Sure." He said, "You know, you called out 3 different names, and Dusty never moved." And so the farmer replied, and he says, "Of course." He said, "You know, Dusty's old and Dusty's blind. And if he thought that he had to do all that work by himself, he never would have even tried." The moral of the story is perception. Don't let yours limit you. Make sure that you ask those questions. Make sure that you lean on folks. Your perception is sometimes that I can do this by myself. This kind of work requires a village. Thank you. May God continue to richly bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez, for sharing with us. Ken, can you hear me? Can we put the YouTube? I have it on the computer here. Next, we're going to have, very briefly, you mentioned free. So did you know in the state of New Jersey, there is a program in which many of you may qualify to go to college for free? Some people don't know this, and so we want to make sure that we give students the opportunity to know more about this initiative called the Community College Opportunity Grant. In very short, it is CCOG. Keep that in your mind, CCOG. And so I'm going to invite Ms. Pamela Majors to come up here and to talk about CCOG. This is an opportunity for you to go to college for free. Would you please welcome her as she comes?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Can I ask you to stand to your feet, please? You've been sitting for a long time, and I know your knees are probably saying, "Thank you, Coach Pam," because I needed to stand up. You could stretch, you know, like just get the blood flowing, because I want you to be able to hear me. And I am the daughter of a football coach, so I'm used to being around a lot of guys. So this is very familiar to me. Second, I am very tempted to ask everybody to take a couple of laps, but I am going to resist the temptation to ask you to take a couple of laps. But you can give yourselves a round of applause. And you can be seated. I want to congratulate again everybody, the teachers, the guidance counselors, the school staff that decided to bring you here. I congratulate you. And for all you young men that are sitting here, this is like, I'm taking mental pictures of all of you here, because the amount of success that can come from this room is beyond what I can't even imagine it. But very quickly, I want to go over a couple of things, and then we're going to take a look at the video. And yes, if your household earns less than $100,000 a year, you can come to Brookdale tuition free. Let me say that again. If your household earns less than $100,000 a year, that means if $99,999.99, that's less than 100,000, right? Okay, so your family, if that's what you earn, you can come to Brookdale for free. And yes, it is the Community College Opportunities Grant. And I'm very excited to bring this to you, and I'm very excited to be a Pathway mentor, because guess what? Before they even paid me to be a Pathway Mentor, I was being a Pathway Mentor because I was asking young people and helping young people to get registered to come to Brookdale for free. Because one thing I know, and any of us that have gone to college and have taken a student loan knows, it will take your house. I have a dear cousin right now that graduated from Morehouse and graduated from Emory and graduated into a mortgage note without a house. Why? Because he owes over $200,000 in student loans. I knew that would get your attention. And so, Dr. Jean, just thank you so much for what you shared. And I just want to give you a few words that all start with the letter D, and I hope that you will think about them, consider them as you go along your pathway to success. And the first word is decide. Can we say that? Decide? Okay, decide. Why that word? Decide, you know, it sounds like a cute word, like I decided to have, you know, the cheeseburger over, you know, the tuna fish. You know, or I decided to have the salad over the pizza. But when you decide something, what it actually means is that you cut away every other choice. So what are you deciding? What are you deciding? Right? The next word is, once you've made that decision, defend. Let's say that word, defend. All right. Another sports term, but also a life term. Once you make the decision, defend it. And defend it against everybody. And everybody, I think all the speakers have made to let you know sometimes that might be against the people closest to you. It might be against your family members. Doesn't mean that you don't love them. What it means is that you might have to step away from them in order for you to live out your dreams. So you have to decide, and you have to defend. Then you may also have to deny. So let's say that. Thank you. Deny. When you see the party happening and you know you have to study for the test, you might have to deny the party. You might have to deny the party, right? And after you decide, defend, and deny, you might have to delay. Let's say that word. I heard somebody, I don't know who it was. I couldn't see you, but I heard you talking about the Mercedes. You know, they're going to keep making Mercedes. They're going to keep making BMWs. That's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. So why not delay it until you can afford it without sweat? What does that mean? That means when the oil change is $500, and the oil change for these kind of cars is often that much, which for many of us is 2 and 3 car payments just for an oil change, right? So if you make the decision to delay getting some of those things, hey, it means that when you have it and it's sweatless, it's just amazing. And the last D is duplicate. Let's say that. Duplicate. You see all of these people in the room? You probably know 2 or 3 other people that could be here. You probably know 2 or 3 other people that it would be helpful to be around them because they're real and they really want to have successful life. And a successful life is a 360-degree life. I heard some people, and you know, no shade, but I'm telling you, I promise, if you go to the $100,000 job that you hate, you will spend that additional $51,000 in some type of therapy. Hopefully a legal therapy, hopefully a healthy therapy, but you will spend that time in some type of therapy. So you might as well go on and do what you love. And I promise you, I have been speaking since I was in the 1st grade. And as you see, I'm a lot older than 1st grade, and I still love speaking. So when you love it, and you'll love it forever. Trust me, you will love it forever. So you might as well do what you love. Bill Gates did what he loved. He turned out all right. His coins are all right. Right? So don't be afraid to do what you love. Don't be afraid to do what you love, because I promise you, if you truly love it, you're always going to continue to love it. And so really quickly, we want to show you this video. It's a very brief video that talks about the Community College Opportunities Grant. I have a flyer, I have some cards, don't have a table, but I have some flyers and cards right over there in that corner where you can get some information, you can get back in contact with me. The thing I love about Brookdale is that we really want a 360 education. So when you get here, we don't want to leave you alone. We want to give you the opportunity if you need it, and you probably will. Not everybody gets to have a tribe. When I went to college, I was fortunate enough to go to college with somebody who I'd gone to middle and high school with. And we had the same mind, we had the same kind of family, we had a lot of the same values. So I had a teammate that was built in. But that may not be the case. Or sometimes you may just want to speak to somebody who's a little bit further down the road. The Pathway Mentors not only help you to get in here, but will help you to stay in here. Be a sounding board. So look at the video, get the card, get my business card. Feel free to email me. We'd love to talk with you about the opportunity to be at Brookdale. And again, congratulations for being here. This is awesome.
Even though it's hard sometimes, like long days and long hours, and then going back and then trying to like keep the studies going, it's difficult. But that's when I see my mom and see my brother, how hard they've been helping me, kind of helps me push through. My name is Brian Uriel Aparicio Pacheco. I'm a former student here, and when my mom talked about her journey here, it made me remember a lot of things.
Fue en el año 2005, decidimos venir para acá por razones económicas y por unión de la familia. Mi nombre es Adriana Pacheco. Nosotros somos originarios del DF. Nos tocó que la inmigración nos detuviera. El más pequeño tenía 6 años y el mayor tenía 9 años. Cuando uno trabaja, a veces ya no puede ir con el cansancio.
You don't really see her emotional. She just sucks up the whole sadness part and then just keeps going like a champ. And for me, that's like amazing. But hearing that soft side of her just hit different. When I graduated high school, I started working landscaping and I started working painting. I started working, especially in restaurants more. Working was not gonna be for me. I wanted a career. I wanted more for everybody that surrounded me. These types of programs help a lot of people like us come from nothing and come from not having any money. They open the doors to be able to pursue our dreams in education. My message to the community will be to tell them to go for it. If they have a vision or an idea or a goal, do not think about it twice and just try college. I feel like Brookdale has helped me a lot with these programs by helping me financially and taking care of a weight of my shoulders. Mi mensaje es, no hay que tenerle miedo a ser exitosos. Sin miedo al éxito.
All right, so thank you for lending me your attention just to see that opportunity. I'm one of those that had a lot of student loan debt. Thank God I don't have any more. But if going to college for free doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. So please give her your time. Find out about CCOG. You can go to college for free. No more excuses. I don't have the money. There is money out there for you to go to college for free. So we want you to take advantage of that. All right, at this point, I am going to invite some folks up here. If you look around the room, particularly in the back of the room, I want you to see who we have in the room. First, I want you to raise your hand, Stockton University. We have Stockton University there. We also have, come on in, we have Rutgers University there. All the way to my left in the corner, we have Kane University there. And then we have in the immediate, right, almost directly in front of me is the National Panhellenic Council. They're one of the sponsors of this event. They have scholarship opportunities for you. All you have to do is apply. And there are scholarships that folks are willing to give you money to finance your education. You can visit their table and learn more about those opportunities. To my left, we also have Marquise from State Parole, New Jersey State Parole. If you're looking for careers in criminal justice, he has opportunities available for you. We have Georgian Court. I'm blocking so I can't see, but Georgian Court is back there as well. These are folks that came here just to talk to you. So I hope that you take the opportunity to visit tables and speak with these individuals if you are interested in going to college or interested in particular careers. At this point, I'm going to have representatives from the following come up and just talk for a minute about the opportunities they want to present to you today. And that is New Jersey Natural Gas. Ms. Louisa, if you can come up. We have Mark from First Energy, JCP&L, if you could come up. We have Tanaim from CDL. I think it's called 180, or is it 160? 160. We have Ivan from our automotive program here at Brookdale Community College. And Marquise, if you could join me up here from the State Parole. All right, so this is how this is going to go. They are going to take 1 minute to talk about the opportunities that they have available, right? These are career opportunities. You want to make money? You want to not live off your parents for the rest of your life? They have opportunities for jobs and careers. If that doesn't interest you, then just hang back and you can live with your parents for the rest of your life. But if you want to do your own thing, they have opportunities that I want you to listen to. So 1 minute each, 1.5. 1 minute each, they're going to talk about an opportunity. And then after they are done, you can go to the room that they will be in to hear a little bit more about the job opportunities or career opportunities that exist within their companies. Is that all right? You guys with me? All right. 1.5 minute. If not, I'm going to snatch the mic. No, I'm not going to do that. All right. First, New Jersey Natural Gas.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here today. First of all, I want to say, I know I only have a minute, but I just wanted to say, I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. So I'm from New Jersey Natural Gas, and we are going to be in the Hancock room. We have an opportunity for you today. What we are doing at the gas company is we have tools to remove barriers for minorities to enter the clean energy jobs. So these opportunities come today as a form of training. So we are going to finance the training. We're going to totally pay 100% the training for you to have a job in the clean energy space. Those are the green jobs we always, we always hear about, right? So in less than 3 months, you will get a certification from the Business Performance Institute right here in New Jersey. You don't have to go anywhere. We have 2 locations, one in Long Branch and one in Red Bank. So they're locals, just like New Jersey Natural Gas. We are a local company. We hire local. With these certifications, you're going to have the training to work. And it could be residential. It could be even industrial. And that's going to give you the entry level for the utility companies. And I have JCP&L here, and I have to say, this certification translates also to electric. You are not obligated to come and work for New Jersey Natural Gas. We would love to have you. We have plenty of opportunities at the gas company, and we will welcome you and give you opportunities when the jobs open up. But you are not obligated to come and work with us. It's a certification for you to take and for you to do as you please. You will be ready to work as an energy analyst. So you will have enough knowledge to enter maybe an engineer career, maybe customer service. It could be, planning. It could be anything you want. You just will have the entry level for these careers that you will have. Everything will be paid for you. All the training, the material, the tests, everything that you need is going to be covered by New Jersey Natural Gas. And like I said, in less than 3 months, you will be ready to start your career. The only certification that you need is to be, the only qualification, that you need is to be 18 or over. So you have to be 18 to be employable. Most of the companies out there, you work a lot with materials, and you have to drive and all of that, so they require for you to be 18. Okay? So that's the information that I will have at the Hancock room, and we will give you all the information. If you want to sign up, more information and all of that, we will have it there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Hope you guys are enjoying this. There's a lot of information that you was given. My name is Mark Turpin. I work with Jersey Central Power and Light. I'm a substation supervisor. I've been with the company going on 12 years. It'll be 12 years in June. I got into the company through a program that we used to have, but they just revised it. It was the PSI program. However, we still have, how many people know what a substation is? Yeah, I didn't know neither until I came here. But anyway, so we have positions open in substation, line department. I have Dane Hodge over there as a lineman. I have Rob Brazil over there. He's our talent acquisition representative as well, HR. We have positions customer service, relay techs, meter services. There's plenty of positions that's open within the company. As far as in the substation, we do have an apprenticeship program for the substation and line department where they would help you, train you, similar to what the young lady was talking about, New Jersey Natural Gas. It's a 5-year apprenticeship program that they're going to revise it. It'll start at about maybe like $25 an hour. By the time you top out, you'll be around $60 an hour. So it doesn't come, there's another side to that as well. But we have a room set up downstairs that will give you more information, presentation. We have equipment that we use that we'll have you guys could try on to get an idea of how this thing works, being a lineman and substation, electrician, the things that we need, tools. So looking forward to seeing you guys downstairs. We also, the company offer benefits, 401k, vacation pay. Those are some very good things to have when you're working and you're trying to establish a life and be on your own. So with that, hope to see you guys downstairs. Again, we got plenty more information for you, all right?
Thank you, Mark.
Good morning, everyone. Before I even get into what I'm going to say, I only have a minute, but I just want you to look around at everything in the room. Just do me a favor and just look around, all around. Everything in this room has been brought here on a truck. Okay, so I came here to talk to you about our truck driving school. My name is Tanaim Gonzalez, and I work for 160 Driving Academy. I've been working for commercial driving schools since about 2010, and so I have a lot of experience in this actual industry. It's a great opportunity. Our program is only 4 weeks, and a lot of our student graduates get out of school with truck driving jobs that start them off making $50,000 to $60,000 a year after 4 weeks. Now, we all talked about all of the different universities and things like that, which is great, but college is not for everyone. So if you feel like you're not one of those people that's going to actually go to college, truck driving is a great opportunity for a job and also a business. My son went to actually Keene University and did 2 years, played football, got his CDL when he was 19, and he owns his own trucking company now, and he lives in Georgia, and he doesn't even work. I call him, he still sleep at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. But he's living his life, so it is a great opportunity. There are over 600,000 truck driving shortage opportunities across the country that companies are looking for drivers. It's not going to change. It's been about the same numbers, over 600,000 jobs that are available for truck drivers since I started in 2010. And again, these job opportunities can put you local where you'll be home every day. Sometimes you could be regional when you're only doing the East Coast corridor and you're home on the weekends, or you could be out 3 weeks at a time over the road. But if you are interested in any of the opportunities that I just spoke about, you can come and speak to me. It's a great opportunity. Like I said, it's not, college isn't for everyone, but you can definitely make a great, great living becoming a truck driver. Everything in this room has been brought in on a truck, and it's an in-demand job for a lot of people. So if you want to come and get some information, I am not sure what room I'll be in, but Dr. Fidel will, he will direct you to come and speak to me, and I'll be happy to go over any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marquise Barron. I'm from New Jersey State Parole Board. By show of hands, anyone ever heard of parole? Parole, state parole? All right. Who's interested in a career in law enforcement? Who's interested in a career in social work? All right. Well, hopefully by the end of this, maybe I can convince a lot of you to come see me in whatever room I'm going to be assigned to. All right, so New Jersey State Parole Board, we're responsible for giving people second chances, right? So we talked up, a lot of presenters talked about mistakes that people make down their career, and they end up in the wrong place at the wrong time, or they end up doing a prison term, whatever the case may be. When they get out, they report to us. So we're responsible for providing them the resources to successfully reintegrate them into society. So we try our best to enforce rehabilitation. That's our #1 goal, is to rehabilitate. However, there are some who don't want to be rehabilitated. Then we have to use our law enforcement training and experience as a last resort, which we hope we do not. So we're one of the agencies we're law enforcement, but 50% of our work is social work. So we have a combination of both, which makes our job pretty exciting. I love my job. I've been doing it for quite some time now. And, that's one of the things that I want to kind of explain to each and every one of you. Some of the benefits that we offer here, I know I'm on a 1-minute time frame, right? There's no pack timer, I'm sure, right, Dr. Fidel? All right. Some of the benefits that we offer is that for me, personally, I was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. Is Dr. Jean still here? I was born and raised in South 11th Street, Newark, New Jersey, right by the cemetery. I'm sure you're familiar with that. So being born and raised from an area like that, we learned a lot, right? So one of the abilities I was able to bring to my agency was that not only did I have the education because my father forced me into schooling and college, I didn't have a choice like, many of you do. But also had the street knowledge, right? Which brought 2 different perspectives to my agency. So I use that to my advantage. Being a kid, you're gonna have to use some of these advantages, take them and then use them so that you can succeed from them. Like the free education, you don't have to pay for school. So some of the things that we offer is that once you become a parole officer, we give you benefits. A lot of jobs don't offer a pension system, right? Well, you only have to work 20 to 25 years of your life and you receive a pension for the rest of your life. I could retire in 5 to 6 years. I don't have to go to work anymore. Even though my son thinks I'm old, I think I'm still young, right? He claims that I was born in the 1900s. So what? I could still retire at a young age, right? Not only that, we have a great salary and benefits. Not only do we offer benefits for you as an officer, but you can also offer benefits to your spouse as well as your children, okay? That's healthcare benefits, right? So you'll have healthcare benefits for the rest of your life. I go to the doctor, I pay a copay, and then that's it. I don't get a bill. And that's whatever the case may be, even for my children and my spouse. So that's another one of the good benefits that we have to offer. Not only that, when you first start, you have to go through an academy. Our academy is called Division of Criminal Justice Police Academy. It's located in Seagirt, New Jersey. You don't get a police officer certification, you get an investigator certification. Why is that important? Because you become an investigator, okay? And with that investigator certification, you can go work in any prosecutor's office or any attorney general's office as an investigator. Okay, so that's some of the good things that we have to offer. Most importantly, what is our pay, right? Everyone want to know where we get paid. Well, our yearly salary, our max salary is $141,000. So I know Dr. Jean put up that presentation where he said, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to, do you love your job and want to make $100,000? Or do you want to hate your job? Whatever the case may be with that presentation. I know it was what you want to love. make 49, or what you want to hate and make 100,000. But what if you have the opportunity to make 100,000+ and love what you do? That's what we have to offer. Not only that, you get take-home cars, you get cell phones and laptops. You don't have to work out of your office. You go field direct at any time, and you make up your own time. You want to work tomorrow morning, you work tomorrow morning. You work tomorrow night, you work tomorrow night. So that's one of the good things we have to offer. I'm here. I'm going to be set up in the back. You can come and ask me any questions. Take some of my swag, so it looks like I've done something today. And I hope to see you all. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Ivan Anderson. I'm the department chair here for Brookdale's Automotive Technology Department. It's interesting, of everything you heard today, the requirement for automotive technology is you have to love cars. Right? If you don't love cars, then you're in a field that you don't like, and it doesn't matter how much they pay you. But if you love cars, that's all you need. We bring you in, we start you at the beginning. We don't assume you have any knowledge. We have a student right now that's working in a General Motors dealership. He came in with no experience. That dealer says he's the best technician they ever hired. Right? So it's you. It's up to you what you want out of this. The thing about fixing cars is that you love it, right? You do puzzles, you do games, you get the solution, you fix the problem. There's satisfaction in that. So you love it. It's a challenge. The thing came up before about getting the Mercedes or the BMW. Well, if you learn how to fix the car, you can find a 10-year-old BMW or Mercedes and you can fix it yourself and you can make it look like a brand new BMW. And that's what comes with this too, right? You have the skill, you have an access to cash. Simple as that. You have no money, you know how to fix a car, you have the tools, you have money. And that's incredible job security. You can't take a car and outsource it to another country. It's here. So you have job security. The fact that there's not enough technicians around, make sure that you have a job when you want it. And if you're a good technician, you will always have a job without having to look for a job. And that's just the way this works. Right, so I'm going to be downstairs in Twin Lights 1, I believe. And I'm going to give you a whole bunch of details of what your life looks like in this field and how much money goes into it. You can make $100,000 a year and love what you do in this. Simple as that. Last night, I sat in my garage and pulled the whole front off of my little Mini Cooper that I have to get the alternator out, and I liked it. Right? So there's something nice about this. As well as I fixed my air conditioner, my stove, my oven, the hot shot that makes hot water. And that comes with what you learn about diagnostics with automotive. It transcends into everything else. Wow. Right? So you come downstairs, I'll tell you everything about that and give you some contact info, and here we go.
Thank you. All right, so at this point, the representatives from the different companies, if you could go to your rooms, the students will be joining you momentarily. If you can go to your rooms. What time is it? Okay. All right, so listen up. I need everybody to be quiet. This is going to be done in a very short period of time. Listen up. If you are interested, listen up, listen up, listen up. I'm going to go over these opportunities. If you are interested in New Jersey natural gas, will you join me up front here? If you are interested in New Jersey natural gas, join me up front here. New Jersey natural gas. All right, next, if you are interested in First Energy, Ken, if you could raise your hand. Ken is right here. If you will come up to the front, Ken will take you to the First Energy room. Everybody's going to go somewhere. All right, he'll meet you in the back. Ken will meet you in the back. First Energy. If you are interested in automotive, Kelly, can I have a volunteer for automotive? Standing right here in the back with his hand raised, automotive. And then lastly, state parole. This didn't go well at all. State parole. Kelly, do you have someone for state parole? If you're confused as to where to go, come see me and I'll help you get to the room. Yes. Down and to your left. Yes, sir. I haven't.
How's it going?
CDL is Monmouth Battleground. So you're gonna go out this door, go all the way down to the end, make a left, and then go down the stairs. You'll see a sign that says Monmouth Battleground.
My district.
Just go into that.
I brought but my district has about 40, I think.
No, after you come back.
Yeah.
Then you have the opportunity. Yep.
That's everything I can.
State parole.
Yeah.
You're gonna go all the way down to the end, make a left. You'll see the stairs, go down the stairs. There's a sign that says Molly Pitcher.
Wow.
That's the name of the room.
Let me know. Mind if I take a picture with you?
State police is same thing. You're gonna go down that hall, make a left. You'll see the stairs. Go down the stairs, and it's in the Molly Pitcher room. You'll see the name.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, boss. Yeah. Who is it?
Because I don't. So maybe just choose one or the other.
Right. Yeah. Because I was reading to the
That's right at the end of this hallway on your left.
But
So walk in it and you'll see it at the end of the hallway.
Yep. Just superintendent, right? Right. Yeah.
All right, so after this part, it'll be in the back. You see what it says, that black sign that says National Pen and Linen Council? All that stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
CDL is, you're going to go all the way down,
Yeah.
make a left at the end of the hallway, you're going to go downstairs. And then it's in, hold on, let me tell you, it's in the Monmouth Battleground room. You'll see the name on it.
Oh, wow.
He's in Molly Pitcher. You got to go all the way down here, make a left, go down the stairs, and go. Automotive is same thing. You're gonna go downstairs. The room that you're going to is Twin Lights. You'll see it. You'll see that.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that.
Yes.
Is there
Oh, wow, okay.
So I don't know what the number of students
My school specifically, we are at 16%, but I'm the only Hispanic male.
You're like a germ.
I know. Yeah.
You got to go downstairs. Into the hallway, make a left, go down the stairs. You'll see the name Molly Pitcher. Yes.
I think they're cut off, or I think that would be
Automotive. You're gonna go all the way down to the end. Make a left, go down the stairs, and you'll see it's in the Twin Lights room.
That would be an
All right, Twin Lights one.
Yeah.
How we working to make sure that students are graduating from high school,
Right.
and then beyond high school, how do you get them involved?
Right.
Then once they get their training and
Yeah.
graduate. But yeah, that's a great, like for us, we do a lot of work with too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
All right.
But, you know, that, I don't know what they do on the high school side, I really know on the
Right,
high
right,
side.
yeah.
But that would be a really good,
Yeah, I'll definitely stay in touch and see what else we can do. Yeah. See you. All right. Absolutely, man. Vos, cuídese. Hasta luego. Pásala bien. Yes, bendiciones.
Tariq, what's the deal, man? I've been good. Yeah. The presenter show up. You know, he got his doctor's receipt now. Yeah, his doctor. No, Rome. Rome University. Yeah. Yeah. You still writing? Really? Where? Nice. First Energy. Is downstairs. Twin Lights 2. So if you go, yep, if you can take them, I appreciate it. Funny, man. You never know. You never know, man. You never know. I never got it, right? Like 3 years ago, I failed it by 1 point. And I was changing stuff at the end, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have changed stuff. 4 hours. I'm like, so I'm gonna do it again. Because not that I need it, but I never know when that, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, but to have that, like as a part-time gig, I can do counseling, right?